Okay, so I'm heading for my first game. My Selesnya counters deck in a quick draft corset 21. This hand seems good enough. I could use a 2-drop, and I said in my deck building video that I don't have enough of them, so if opponent goes first I can count on battalion on turn 3, so I can have this 1, 2, 3, and I get what I asked for now, so that's really nice. I can have a good curve, and maybe this battalion will start getting counters on turn 4 if my opponent doesn't interrupt my plan in some way. Their start seems slow enough. This creature doesn't interrupt my plan, even if it will be a decent enough blocker. Still, it's 0 power, doesn't prevent my life gain, and doesn't stop my attacks in any way, so that's nice. I really need this third land now, but besides that it's going well enough, but I kept a 2 land on the draw, so okay, now it's interrupted, this plan of getting a counter from turn 4 for battalion, but so my opponent took a safer road here, not blocking a 3-2, because there's some more ways to boost the power for 1 than for 2. They will depend on this wall. So I was fearing that exchange of Alpine Watchdog for Prismate, but I thought it would be very ineffective turn to just play and equip short sword, so I'm really happy they didn't take this exchange. I think they just played very safe around some combat tricks, and that's working for my benefit here. So they actually are a 5-color deck, it seems. So this drain for 2 is annoying, drawing more cards, one more card, but also it's more than that because it's draw 2 and discard 1, so it's also a card selection, and +1 card a turn is also great for them, but my start is rather fast. I think I can raise it before their defense is effective enough, and before they can make use of all the spells they draw with this blue Sanctum. So here this is very annoying, being a potential 4/4 with lifelink, so maybe it's funny because it's just a 1-mana creature, but I think it's removal worthy here in this spot. Now they'll take this exchange, so I still bluff Ranger scale, but they just have to try to take an exchange because I am dealing damage effectively enough, and I still threaten some more damage here. Let's see what will they play here. A lot of card draw, some life gain, but it's still harsh for them here, I think. Tried Milking would be great. Granting trample to all my creatures having +1/+1 counters. So with the additional card draw they can put jump blockers quite effectively, and also they have this drain 2 a turn, so some additional life gain. But if they don't add a blocker, they're just dead anyway, or use some removal. And I can equip Pteranodon. So they're desperate now. I can equip Pteranodon and attack with it, and it will have 5 power. So even if one of my creatures get through, it will be enough here. So I think that's it. Okay, so the first game went well. It was interesting to play a 4-mana removal at this 1-mana creature, but that's just what the situation asked for, in my opinion. The rest went really well. The game was interesting enough, even if I was putting pressure from the beginning. They played safely early, and I think just letting Prismite exchange for a combat trick, not for Alpine Duck, would be much better than just letting my Alpine Watchdog deal more damage, and I could keep the pressure going and battalion growing. So I think they could have just blocked more effectively and just exchange some creatures for removal if that's what I had. And if I hadn't, they would just prevent some more damage, and I added the combat trick then. So when we know what I had, we know that it went worse for them. But even if they didn't know what I have in my hand exactly, I don't think it was a good decision to get more damage and evade this exchange for a combat trick so persistently. Okay, thanks again for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I invite you to watch all the games of this draft. There's a link to the playlist in the description. See you.